Welcome to MPL Philippines Season 13, where in the first game, we see a cushion in the mid lane.
This is gonna be fun times, and it's kind of uncanny because we mentioned this already. They're gonna try everything here in game number 1 in the first day, right off the bat. Just nothing to lose here for TNC. What's the harm in trying?
I like it what they're doing though. Again, they know that the Gushin, as soon as he finds that combo early on, wins. But Little Wonder Battle going over to MINANA EVOS. Let's put the emblems. Again, this Gushin is rocking Penetration, Wilderness Blessing, and the Lethal Ignition. So yeah, no, he definitely wants to win that matchup. Wants to get one sword spike in and then make Lancey regret. Make Lancey wish it was 10 minutes later.
Wants to move really quickly and then get those spikes in and get out.
Yeah, and when you think about it, this channels back to the history of Hatred, really, as starting off as a jungler for Execration, eventually becoming a mid laner. Now he's flexing what he brings to the table for TNC. If you want me to be more of a backline mage, I can do that. I've got into the World Championship Grand Finals as that, but I can also play assassins, play aggressive.
Ooh, guns are blazing here for Doming. Do you see that? How smooth these auto attacks are really sinking their teeth in. And Nomad going to be just absorbing some damage here. And I think, yeah, the bottom lane fight is going to happen later on. Let's have a look at the third layer.
All right, it spawns 2 minutes in. Something to note, gentlemen. On a, piece for piece, lane for lane, TNC is not going to win. They need to make these 2- and 3-man ganks work and then go from there. Pick off. And then next, they cannot just take objectives the way MINANA EVOS can. Like this, look at this now. They got vision on 3.
Yeah, they got full vision and a good strike in from Kirk. Dives in the lure here. Hatred to the first kill of MPL Philippines Season 13. And the turtle to boot. They're going strong, they're going heavy, and Kirk can't take it.
Oh, they thread the needle. They find that inch that makes the difference. I was saying pick off, and then the turn, and then the objective. TNC did exactly just that.
That's how you start off the season. The first turtle, the first big fight of Season 13. Hatred gets a double kill. The man that we painted as one of the new hopes of TNC. And I would like to call what TNC is doing now the TBS, the throw body strat. Because that literally was just them throwing bodies at MINANA EVOS.
And what makes it so lethal is as you throw bodies, there's that little needle in the haystack. It's enough to incapacitate one, and then you go from there. You win by numbers, and that's exactly what they did. Their life bars were just but under half compared to MINANA EVOS, and again, you had the holy healing to boot. But when you pick off one already immediately, the numbers go up against you, and the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, that's TNC knowing exactly where MINANA hurts. Their front line is something that you can kind of just bypass, and once you go through that initial final slash, it looks pretty good for them.
Bottom lane.
He's in. Trying to see if he can get some hits on the Yasuo. Nomad there for the backup as well. Doming, you know what? He's trying to capitalize as much on his range, but he's not getting as many hits as he can.
Yeah, and I think at some point now, MINANA EVOS are going to decide whether or not they're going to commit for turtles or really just do everything they can to make sure Doming can get to scale fast. By the way, this is the 1,874th game of MPL PH.
Oh, thank you
for victory.
Thank you for that. That's a lot of victories, Reigns.
And also L's. And again, that's how you learn, right? That's how you grow. And that's how TNC has got here. They know that they were going to face down an L if they don't try something new. And here, they're throwing bodies, looking for pickoffs, 3-0 already.
Wow.
Going for Grand Theft Purple. I think Ryzen's threatening to steal. He's trying to force Kaizen to use the retry. Kaizen does not budge.
As we set up for the turtle, this is what is expected of lineups that have tankier jungler and roamers compared to the other team. They will invade. They will set the tempo like this. So again, the question is, when will MINANA EVOS commit to helping Doming instead? Because they're clearly going to lose the major objective battles, Rockhart.
Yeah, that's right. They got great ways to get some vision in, but there's not much they can do about it. Right now, Ryzen, he's doing something about it. With Spider Miles, gonna be put up very low. Doming stuck under the turret here. Not really much he can do when Yasuo close by. They might just try to go for the turret.
I appreciate this rotation from TNC. This allows for them to buy space for Yasuo. And fight in mid!
Oh, beautiful fight here. Heads could go down, and I think he will. Kirk making it so hard though. What was that?
That's the BOS, man. That's the BOS. The body of Smith. Keeping heads alive. Plus the built-in spell vamp from his custom emblem, the fighter emblem. And That's it. He was just swinging around. I love how it just perfectly landed. The penalty zone, like, all right, I just need this much life, and then we go.
Oh my goodness. Heads, the former XP laner of Euphoria Esports in the MDL in the Philippines, a champion in his own right, in another major international tournament for amateur teams. As we look at the items, anything standing out?
What's standing out to me is the fact that he did that while still having enough money to buy that casual Fury Hammer. He had enough money to build CC prevention boots, tough boots, and then the dominance ice. I mean, maybe the ice was built after that, but still, this is an economical advantage TNC's playing with. Did he steal?
Yeah, he did.
Grand Theft Purple!
4K the boot as well on the goal. That is just looking stonks all over for TNC. Plus, they're also camping up close onto these bushes. Feels so easy for them to take these objectives right now. If they try to go for a contest on the turtle, they could hurt on top.
If you love the history of our great league here, seeing Hatred bring up an It's Onic Time sticker, feels good to see him back. Doesn't feel good for MINANA EVOS though, as TNC, it looks like you're going to be able to get this third turtle without a problem unless MINANA EVOS have a death wish, because it's way too risky.
Yeah, they're building up the pressure.
Oh!
No! I spoke too soon! I spoke too soon! Okay, Lancey, you shut me up!
All right. That was as good as it gets here as well.
I totally forgot my train of thought. Lancey just from out of nowhere.
That was insane.
That's a precise kill, is what they call it in the business.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
It's a precise kill.
Yeah.
If only there was a precise kill notification for a turtle, right? Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, precise kill on the turtle. Lancey just gave me the look and nod of approval. Reptar, you can talk now after doubting me. Sorry, Lancey, but let's see how much did that do for MINANA EVO's ability to come back here, because TNC is still in control, Rockhard.
Yeah, they're not done yet. That's what MINANA EVOS is trying to do here. And now, obviously, they will still keep that turret. And the next Lord is very far away.
All right. About 8 minutes in, I think MINANA EVOS has an overload on vision.
Yes.
We're looking at a lineup that definitely knows what's coming up, but with very little anything to do when it does come up, especially with the lineup TNC has been able to draft.
Yes.
And the one glaring weakness at TNC that we pointed out was their wave clear or their map control. Again, you're seeing that in top lane. They were taken down tier 1, but that's about it. They'll not have to worry about it up until maybe MINANA EVOS is able to stabilize. I'm giving MINANA EVOS until maybe the 11th minute mark. If they don't fix anything, or if at least they're alive up to that second Lord, then maybe, just maybe, they can come out of this and come back.
Yeah, that's essentially all they have to do, man. As long as Doming's alive down there, or right now, in this case, in the middle, they're fine. As long as he's flashing those stickers, they should feel good. But right now, will they feel good once Hatred gets into these positions where he can make an assassination happen, which has not happened in the past few minutes?
Yeah, TNC Pro Team still in control, and again, I thought going into this they'd be the underdogs, but they're proving everyone wrong here. Playing very well together. The Filipino amateur scene gold laner is doing a tremendous job as a roamer. The rotations, the timings, how he's going around with Hatred and the other members of TNC Pro Team, he looks like a natural.
2 factors. Number 1, as a gold laner, you know where you need to be protected from.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
the angles,
Yeah.
you know the weaknesses, the Achilles heels of such softies like a carry. And number 2, Hatred is amazing on comms. That's just what it is.
It's working. It's working.
Look at that Lord, he's going down. It's melted down real quickly here. KZen.
KZen's here, and Heads, he's going to activate the penalty zone quite early, and a miss on the Minoan Fury as well. Yasuo, he is making it work. Beautiful final slash, but no one to follow up here. Kirk, what were you thinking? Hatred goes down, and Lord will help with that. Spider Miles just have to watch as CNC battle down on the Lord, but look at that.
TNC Pro Team. Hatred found the angle to go into the back to stop MINANA EVOS from potentially finding a turnaround, and they get the Lord, as Domeng was just saying, I'm just going to push down mid instead.
And again, Doming was making the right call.
Yes.
Taking out these objectives, these standing objectives on the map to help close that economic gap is what you should do as a gold laner that's been behind the whole game. And again, a little bit of silver lining, he hasn't died. But looking at what TNC did there, quick recap. 3-for-1 was the eventual trade, and then Hatred died. I'd say as soon as he went down, after Spider-Man shut him down, he said worth it. And that definitely was worth it. A Lord for a few kills and a mid lane is more than worth it, given that they got the Lord, they got map control, and they're all still here again. Hatred can definitely afford it. Looking at the item builds here, he is, again, playing very well in mid. He's 4th on the economy.
Yeah, Hatred feeling really gushy right now with how he's playing that Gushin. TNC Pro Team, can they make something out of this? Ryzen goes in.
Oh, Ryzen, he jumped in. He's on Final Slash. He's going to go down without doing anything. Nomad going in hard. Hatred as well, looking for the target. Kirk is going to be the one to choose. Kaizen will follow. Yasuo is still pretty much a spinning, slashing machine here. Nomad is going to have to run for it.
Bang! Just like that.
The first few times in this game that MINANA EVOS actually punished TNC. Started off number 1 with the misplacement on Ryzen. Yeah, Abax is chunky, Abax is hard, but not that hard.
Not that
Plus,
hard.
Again, showing you how this slow and steady lineup that TNC has, wherein you can only really put the carry in such a position, shows its cracks. Because after spending so much time with that turret by taking down the inhibitor, eventually MINANA EVOS was able to put enough damage to get that 3-for-1. Here, you see here.
TNC Pro Team cannot commit like this. I get what they were doing. They wanted to do it for the turret, but a little bit too risky.
Right.
TNC has to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, and Hatred, he's going to have to really struggle to stay consistently relevant here all throughout this game, because everyone who's played Gushin knows it's going to be a fall off if we get to that point.
Can he be the orchestrator of that good re-engage, the counter against the Minoan Fury of the gold laner turned roamer in Nomad?
Yep. Oh, look at this. Ryzen actually caught Lancey in a pretty bad spot here with Yasuo doing some work on that turret. That will mean TNC is going to have more freedom as to where they will go next.
All right, so I'm glad to see that maybe even Lancey can pull off the reverse collapse. I'd like to see an item build on that in just a bit, because it's not easy to actually fend off a Rabid Baksha. Like, he did that. I mean, almost single-handedly. Spider-Mouse did kind of help, but the fact that Lancey isn't dead, with the help of the Astral Recall for sure, means that they have now more than 2 ways. Maybe they have 3 ways to go for the reverse collapse to bait out ults from TNC.
Okay. Big Lord fight here. Could determine who will control or maybe even potentially win the game. MINANA EVOS trying to find that good positioning. Gotta watch out for Lancey. He was able to steal Turtle earlier. It's down to almost 40% here, Rockhard.
I love this. I love Hatred's positioning right now, looking for a key target. Obviously, he's going to be maybe Domeng, but he's going to be fine with Kirk maybe, or Spider Miles. Hatred still not pulling the trigger here. Lord's very, very low. And there you go. Heads go straight in. They take out the jungler, and that should be good for everything here for TNC.
Amazing. Christian Morada. Heads coming in with the flicker penalty zone to shock MINANA EVOS. Again, they were setting up the reverse collapse, but you ain't gonna reverse collapse if you're all knocked up.
Heads telling MINANA EVOS, can you dig it with the 5-man, 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 5-man penalty zone.
Over and over again so far. It looks like he can do no wrong.
What a
Feels
way
so good.
to make a debut in MPL Philippines here, Rockhard.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Ah, that was so good.
That was a 4-man.
Technically 4-man.
It was
but
4.
Kaizen was already in too deep.
Yeah.
If only he had his way. So, again, amazing work from TNC. And did you see that? They were set up in this small Cyclone Eye corridor. What did we say earlier? The Battle of Thermopylae!
Oh, there it is.
Pinch them in the tight spots where it hurts. Predicted
Literally.
perfectly. But now can TNC end the game here?
Yeah, that's going to be a big question here. Obviously not going to be enough. Is this Lord? It's pretty early on, and these Lords are quite fragile here, but it maybe depends on who White slip up here. Kaizen, oh, beautiful!
Yasuo!
That's all they need to do. Nomad's down. He's going to use the flicker, but he will still fall.
What did we say about the punish in mid being worse, gentlemen? Earlier it was a 3-for-1. Sure, you got something from MINANA EVOS. Now it's a 2-for-none. 15 minutes in.
Oh, MINANA EVOS.
Never really tell.
The 2 EXP laners. Earlier it was Heads. Now it was Kirk telling the members of TNC, I'ma beam you up back to your base. And now MINANA EVOS have pushed forward in the best looking position they've been all game so far.
This is the furthest MINANA EVOS has gone through the map in all
Yeah.
16 minutes
All
of game
long.
one.
Yeah.
I bet the moment they crossed the river, it was like, oh, this is what it feels like here.
Oh, look, it's greener here.
It's kind of greener here.
That was there this whole time. All right, check out the items here. All right, so again, it was all off of the Astral recall and the heals because Lancey's playing with all firepower. He just needs one more core item, and I'm guessing that could be a Holy Crystal, that could be a Durant if he's had enough of heads and
the regen.
Nomad, yeah. But looking at Doming as well, also just short of one more. Guessing this might be a DHS. Look at all the HPs playing off of TNC.
This is going to be so good, and we'll definitely see what this almost uncapped attack speed looks like on some of these marksmen. And maybe we'll see who actually deserves that spotlight in the marksman role.
Interestingly enough, none of that matters for MINANA EVOS, at least this lineup they have.
Oh yeah, with this one.
Yeah,
this
so again,
specifically.
they're playing off meta. They're not using what changed in the game, and they're playing with what they know, what works.
Yeah. And I'm not going to knock it. It's a safe way to approach a new season. A new way to play the game, just reinventing or refining rather what you already know. And so far it's working out well for them because they're up against a team who still maybe have some kinks in their communication
Yeah.
when it comes to aggression. Let's see. Flying out. Rising got the info.
And you know what they know? As long as Doming doesn't die, they're good.
Yeah.
That's what they know.
MINANA EVOS. We mentioned earlier the backliners need protection, but the backliners are doing a great job protecting themselves, making themselves unavailable. Look at the damage of Doming onto Ryzen. Now MINANA EVOS look good when it comes to taking this Lord.
I would say we're almost there. Obviously, this Lord waiting patiently here. He's waiting. He's ticking down the clock, waiting for something to happen.
All right, let's get the orange onto Doming here. Kaizen picking up an immortality, so those 4-man, 5-man, big ticket FPZs aren't going to be as lethal, not going to be as hard of a punish. Hatred taking that Y-Bush. So definitely, I think they're playing off of the Hatreds combo. Credit to Rayash. Hatreds, because it's two main engagers that definitely can kill. If it's a PZ, then yes. If it's a full combo from Hatred, that's a free pick-off. So as long as MINANA EVOS knows where either are coming from, they should be fine.
Okay. They got some information where the Clint was, so now TNC are going to rush this Lord. Can they get it? The time rock card.
Whoa.
Yeah, Hatred still has not shown his face on the map, and MINANA are wondering, where is this guy right now?
Yeah, I agree with you. It feels like they're looking for the cushion right now. They're really biding their time. They want to know where the other members of TNC
Oh, it's
are.
on half, though.
One specific one.
And they might be running out of time here.
Someone
And
needs to pull the trigger.
they got Sue, and Heads is waiting. He is itching for it. Same with Nomad, but Kirk, will he be the one
Big
to
echo.
throw out that final
They
slash?
still don't know where Hatred is.
Still no info.
Lord gets reset.
Oh boy, and I think Lancey has no choice but to split up.
Yeah, they need to clear it. And now they know they have the advantage. Hatred in range.
Yep.
Is he actually going to go for it? Are MINANA EVOS thinking, did Hatred go back to Malaysia or Cambodia or something?
That's gonna be a quick question here. And beautiful Manila Fury knocks up Case, and that might be immortality going down. HP is gonna go back though. Nomad's quite low.
They
And look at that!
can!
Hatred found that target! Lancey goes down!
Oh, but they live! MINANA EVOS!
They're going! Doming's not dying! Doming's not dying!
Here we go. They're still going. No,
They're doing it! They're doing it! Doming went insane!
Raise your right hand to your chest. Welcome back to the members of Doming Nation.
Oh.
They will have the wave clear, but it was the Clint, and they couldn't find it.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. I think this is it. This is it. Spider-Man says
Oh.
it's endable. Or at least they need to go for the penetration. It's what? At least 15 seconds until another member of TNC comes onto the map. Are they going to get it?
Oh, I think they're good. I think
Yasuo
they're good.
with
Oh,
a green.
Yasuo.
Oh.
That was,
Good.
bro,
All right.
so crucial that Doming didn't die.
That's Sheriff Doming to you.
Sheriff Doming.
Apologies, Your Honor. But man, oh man, because of that, and to boot, TNC could not get that Lord properly as well.
Yeah, and you saw there, Hatred was definitely trying to find the Clint, but he had another member on him, so Hatred quickly just thought, I'm just going to go for Lancey instead
He
and
found
try to
Lancey,
see
yeah.
who else I can get.
Whoa!
Oh man, that's a very early final slash though. Ryzen going to be put on quite low. He can't die or else the retreat's going to go. But Kazan, he's going to re-engage here. Heads. Yasuo actually popping up already. The Wind of Nature, that might be huge. And that will be the disengage.
Amazing tranche juggle onto Kazan as well. Gotta give kudos where they matter. The young jungler from MINANA EVOS had his immortality timed out. Just recently came from a respawn. He said, you know what? Fast hands, win a tranche.
Pretty brave. Pretty brave. Love that.
And because of that, they can still dance.
Dance just keeps on going. They got the healing from Spider Miles to keep it coming. And looks like TNC is just not in position to contest here. Nomad's close by. Ryzen taken quite low. With heads. He's got the flicker and he wants to use it.
Yasuo a bit too far also. What does hope look like for these two teams and who's going to get it?
Or slow here, Nomad close by as well.
Oh!
Yasuo in the back.
Really?
Ryzen takes that. And of course, the fight is going to be a big question here. Everyone's on the party
Whoa, the
right
damage!
here. And from Obelisk. And Nomad's going to fall. Nothing else to do here but to run for the rest of TNC.
2 for 1 so far.
They got to run!
MINANA
They gotta
EVOS
go!
coming out on top. Yasuo down to a half health. Ryzen running away.
Oh, he got stopped!
That's going to be a big problem here. How is he going to get out of here? This is so sticky, such a sticky situation.
Oh!
Lord went the other way.
He
Lord
went
went
the
the other
other
way.
No!
It needed to go down mid, but it went the other way. And MINANA EVOS look good. They might be able to end it here if Yasuo and Nature can stop them.
Man, not like this, man. And that's exactly how it's going to be. And it's going to be MINANA with a 1-0 for you.
Welcome to MPL Philippines Season 13. MINANA EVOS have roared louder than the Phoenixes in what was a great game number 1 in this best of 3 series.